haven't got it, but yeah. Our preparation this week's been good. Again, the leaders have had a significant role to play. With the way the game is at the moment, with 35 minutes ball in play and 65 minutes ball out of play, the role of the leaders on the field is absolutely instrumental. They're on-field coaches. Increasingly, we've been giving more responsibility to the leaders.
Chief, if you at any point want to come back on the snap off 10, so you come back on the snap, so you start the line, and then we can go bang in there as well. Get inside shoulders on here. Nothing changes for you two. It's just call out the guy at the back.
So Monday night, traditionally we'll have a squad meeting where the coaches lead, but this Monday night the coaches didn't attend the meeting and the players ran the meeting. Then on a Tuesday we'll have unit meetings which are very much player-led, and today our defence meeting is more often than not led by Owen Farrow, who's our defence captain.
And then go for them, eh? What do we need from the rest of you? Reform. Get ourselves in a position to get momentum back straight away.
What people probably don't realise is that leadership. Owen's obviously the captain and he does an amazing job, but alongside him are so many other guys that help drive areas. They've all got different qualities of what they can drive and how they do it, and that again is so vital because it helps Owen then do what he does best. For me, like a Luke Cowan-Dickey, for instance, isn't a guy that's necessarily going to talk loads, but what he's going to do is set the example by how he puts his body on the line and how he runs around like a madman. Now, he's not in the leadership group, but we need guys like that just go and do their job, and other guys follow them through their inspirational actions. Then you've got other guys that perhaps motivate, you've got other guys that are in the thick of it, you've got other guys that are thinking tactically all the time. That's where the blend is so important.
So we're not just getting up just to stand there, lads, we're getting up to make a difference.
The thing we always say is that your own performance comes first. You've got to make sure that your game, the way you train, the way you prepare and the way you play at weekend is always as good as it can be. And therefore after that you can look into trying to influence others and the team in the way you want to. And that's the big thing that I've learnt, is probably to be a little bit more demanding, a little bit more assertive, but whilst keeping the authenticity to it of being a little bit more calm, controlled, thinking probably things from a more tactical point of view, whereas the other leaders might be a little bit more ferocious and think of it from a different angle.
There's got to be a response somewhere. There's got to be a line in the sand where we say, right, sort our act out. And now's that point.
I never really got into rugby or came into teams looking for leadership positions. They've all kind of just happened through my personality.
If we're tight, we're following the line out with the tempo, we're tight, we get through these guys and we'll do it over and over again.
As I've grown older, I've learned that it's a skill. It's something that you have to learn and improve and get better over time.
Hey fellas, on Len! On Len!
I'm a much better leader now than I was when I was 20. And it's a skill that you have to work on, it's a skill that you have to think about, and it's a skill that you have to put some effort into.
Our ball, our line out, both sides of the ball, is going to be a huge weapon how we demoralise these guys.
We had the first 2 years under Dylan, who was quite a charismatic, matey type leader. Owen's a more lead from the front type leader, and therefore we've had to change the leadership group around Owen to accommodate that.
I know this team does as a leadership team, and this leadership team does work hard, and it has progressed a lot, I'd say. But I think the most important thing is that everybody's got a part to play in it, into the team getting the best out of itself. If you're the one that's constantly making the team laugh and bringing everybody together, and everyone wants to sit around you while having a coffee, that's leadership. That's bringing the lads together. You're the one that doesn't talk that much, but it goes out there and puts his body on the line for everybody else constantly and consistently, then again, that's leadership. Relationships always help in terms of being able to get on the same page quickly, I think, and that's something that we're constantly working on. I think that's why we put such an emphasis on off the field, that we can have the relationship so that we can be demanding of each other when we need to be demanding of each other. We can have a feel for what each other needs. We understand each other when we try and make a point and try and get to it, and if not, and if we don't, then we have the relationships to go, hold on a minute, we need to make that more clear, and I think that's something that has come a long way, but I think it's something that we're going to need to keep working on.
40, closer, push on the inside.
The bit that stands out the most for me personally of that is how much, I don't want to speak for everybody else here, but is that how much you enjoy it, how much you love every aspect of it while we're being in here, and I think that's massively important. I don't think we can underestimate how much work that not just the players but the staff as well put into what's happening to make that happen.
Yeah, head out 40, yeah, 40, head out here. Hit, dig. Hit, go! No, go, Maro! Go, Sing! Yeah! Go!
The tough thing about that is that you've constantly got to keep on top of it, you've got to constantly keep reinventing it, you've got to constantly keep working hard at it to make sure that stays the same. And I guess that's the exciting part.
JJ.
Just don't think about the process.
He's thinking about it too much.
Think about the process.
Don't overthink it.
Latest. Oh, he snapped at it. He wanted that 40 quid badly.
The first one was so good too. And then looked round and went.
The reality is games like England versus Wales is a leadership contest. It's your ability under pressure to perform, under pressure to keep focused, under pressure to adapt to the situation, and Saturday's game will be no different. Your own individual prep is going to be crucial to get yourself right, because I've got a feeling within the team that we're ready to go. So make sure you're ready to do your bit, hey? And I know Owen will, 83rd cap as captain, I know he will.
get it.
Good day, eh? What do you reckon? Yeah, all good, but the boys set a good platform. I think it's a funny old game. Like the try early in the second half, but we're good. We've got ascendancy back, and then last 20 we just camped on our own line. Some brave defence, but when you're down to 13 men and the ball's that quick and the way that they play, kind of we're a little bit short. But good win.
Oh no, this is awful.
Really good effort, guys. I like that. Just that toughness we showed. Like when we had the opportunity to play some good rugby, we played well.
Steve, please come in.
Where's the ladder?
You've been a huge part of what we've been. On behalf of the whole team, I just want to say a big thank you. You're one of the best coaches in the game, and we're going to miss you.
Yes, Steve.
Boys, firstly, I want to thank you for kind words. The thank you is very much from me to you guys. It's a privilege, playing for your country, getting to wear that shirt is a privilege. Likewise, getting the opportunity to coach your country is a privilege, especially getting to coach you boys. It's been absolutely fantastic. Some great memories for me the rest of my life, so thank you for everything.
I've been through everyone's IDPP. Is an IDPP. The most impressive one's Cruiser. 1400% increase in kicking meters. It's been a bit of an unusual Six Nations because of the things that have happened off the field, but we've been really pleased with the progress of our team. We were disappointed obviously in our first half against France, but since then we've played some really good rugby, a mixture of being brilliant at times with the ball and being super aggressive in our defence without the ball. We've seen the growth of the team in terms of their leadership. Our ability to handle difficult moments was encapsulated in yesterday's game, where at the start of the second half, we gave away an easy try, but we regathered ourselves, reset, refocused, and got ourselves in the position where we couldn't lose the game. And then at the end, with 13 men, we fought as hard as we could, but unfortunately Wales scored a couple of tries. So really positive Six Nations for us. Great growth in the team. You know, you can see the English players love playing for England. They love the support they get from the crowd. You know, we've had 2 home games. The support's been absolutely fantastic at the ground. Passionate, loud, really creating a different sort of environment at Twickenham. As a team, we feel the next level's a really important way of communicating to the fans. We want you to see what we're doing at training. We want you to see another side of the players. You know, you only get to see the side that's on the field, but we want you to see a bit more of the players off the field, and I hope the next level is providing that insight for you.